271 mil for the Perth area. This is remarkable. So I'm here at Muddy Landing. It's unrecognisable. I have not seen this much water here in my life. This of course is the Murray River. So the Murray River is tagged in by two river systems to the southeast. One of them is the Hotham River, the other is the Worms River. They're both up around that Narrogin area. So they both run down from the wheat belt, eastern side of the wheat belt, and run into the start of the Murray River. Now this Murray River obviously runs down through here, through this Darling escarpment, and it takes a course that's sort of a little bit more northwest. Yeah, it would be northwest. It comes down through this Rainfall Reserve area here, which is right in the guts of Dwellingup, obviously. It runs down, runs its way down through, it'll come all the way down the hill, and it heads off and exits out at the Mandurah estuary there, Peel Inlet. It's 134 kilometres long, and yeah, she's broken her banks. 100% broken her banks. This is fantastic. So this here is obviously the Muddy Landing Bridge. This is the little bridge that you across, the concrete bridge that you across. Now the guts of that bridge, I think, is that fastest, whitest bit of running water that you can see there in the centre. That's where the main flow of the river would be, and that would be running underneath that bridge. I was out here just 2 weeks ago. I filmed my last video here, which was the camp setup video, and I was just over here in this campsite there at Muddy Landing. From the bank, the water, the river would have been, say, 3 or 4 feet from coming up to that bank. It was already quite full. That's quite full as it gets. I'm pretty confident that entire thing's going to be underwater. I'll put money on it. It's going to be totally underwater. I'll put money on it. I love this so much. I love seeing the bush and the rivers, the water overflowing, things coming to life. Winter brings these places to life, man. It is so awesome to see. Subject to flooding. Oh, unreal. Look at this, would ya? I've got Gus just there, okay? This is the track coming into this campsite. For anyone that knows this campsite, yeah, it's completely unrecognisable. Look at this. This is the track that comes down into the campsite. But look at that. You would drop down, and I'll put some footage up now. This is me driving down this rut that I've got the camera on right now, and pulling into the water's edge there to camp up for the night and film that video, that last video I just did. Now we come back to me. Look at that. This is special. This is so special. This might not seem like much to, there might be a few of you out there just going, who cares, man, like, but this, to me, to see the river system running like this, and it's not just this one, it's every river system around our Perth and southwest area. We've had so much rain down here. That 271 mil is just for Perth. There's areas further south and further east around the wheat belt that have got even more than that. And so every river system, the Swan River, all these freshwater systems especially, because they're the ones that, they're not tidal, they catch the water, they're full to the brim. And this being my backyard, Dwellingup, this area, Rainfall Reserve being my backyard and my go-to area to come when I need to be in the bush, I had to come straight here and see it for myself. Well, I've just pulled up at Baden Powell here. It's the most developed spot up here, most popular, but it's a fantastic vantage point. Oh crikey, oh my god. I was just about to say it's the most, well not the most, but it's a fantastic vantage point to see how swollen this river is. And well, there's stairs that just lead to an absolute swamp. If you're familiar with this area, this is all picnic area. You're able to walk around here. It's underwater. So let's push on up around this corner a bit then, see what's going on at these rapids. I'm getting close to the camera, so hopefully it picks me up over that water. But usually what's behind me, this is a big rocky outcrop. You usually would be able to walk straight out over this, right out to that point there. And that first high rock that you see, that would usually be up to where you could pretty much get to safely. And the river will trickle down from between that rock and then the bigger rock you see, that bigger outcrop behind it. Stunningly as well, we've got all this wattle coming out now, this mimosa. It's all starting to bloom now out here. It's about that time of year. Won't be too long before that sun comes out, really starts to crank it up. And isn't it stunning against this beautiful gum tree that's just covered in beautiful green moss. And then it's hit with those green leaves and those beautiful big yellow flowers. The contrast is stunning. I've just taken a few moments before I turn the camera on just to try and gather myself here, figure out what I'm looking at, where the bridge would be, and I can't quite comprehend the amount of water that has fallen upstream. It was 271 mil for that Perth metro area, but like all that water that's fallen up in the wheat belt, all that water that's fallen up inland, because that's where this comes from, that's where this gets its flow, is from the water that's fallen up there. That blows my mind really. We had a really good May, we've had a really good June, now we've had a really good July. Today's the 2nd of August. There's the depth marker. The depth marker right now is on 1.6. And that marker is sitting where the riverbank, well not even the riverbank, that's where the edge of the concrete bridge starts basically. So I was just on that side 2 weeks ago having some lunch when I was out here. And it was high, the bridge was already flooded, it was already shut. You could make out the bridge though, you could see it. Now it's all gone. Your guess is as good as mine. It's unreal. I'm a little bit frustrated, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just navigating through all these potholes. I've not seen anything like it. This is disgraceful, to be completely honest with you. I just don't understand why still we're driving out here, we're driving over so many goddamn potholes. I'm on a reasonably nice smooth stretch here which looks like it's just been graded, but oh no, I'm smoking too soon. This is it's woeful. They are charging so much. This is going to be a bit of a rant, I'm sorry, but they charge so much money for an entry fee. You know, we have to accept this day and age, you pay an entry fee to get, oh, this is diabolical. You pay an entry fee to get into the bush, which there's that argument, well, you know, the bush should be free for everyone to go and enjoy, and you know, there's an element of that too. I don't want to get too much into that, but for God's sake, if they're going to charge us, it's $16 or something ridiculous out here now to come out for a day. That's what they'll charge you for a day, whether you're going to be out here for 10 minutes or 10 hours, it's a day. On top of that, you've got to pay your camping fee, which is usually about $15, oh, $11 to $15 a night. I think it might be about 11 out here. So it's not cheap, right? The least they could do is keep the roads in drivable condition. Like, I'm crawling. Where's all the money go? I just don't get it. Where's the money go? Well, that last spot I wanted to go to, that's down this track. Flooded road. I think that's basically saying that entry's denied. I don't want to be that guy that pushes past the warning sign or a road closed sign. It's alright. I'll turn around and I'll just go back to Yarrigal. That little campsite there. No one was there when I passed it, so I'll go in there and I'll park up, get jet ball out, get a cuppa on, have a bit of lunch, and check out the river there instead. That's a shame. That's a real shame. I imagine that spot down there was going to be pretty full where I wanted to go. Oh well. It's just how these things work sometimes. What a stunning spot to get a bit of lunch on. Beautiful. Perfect. Ah, just a dribble. Perfect amount. Oh, bit of milk in me tea. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Stunning. Bit of tucker. Hot cuppa. Right on the banks of a beautiful overflowing running river. Fair dinkum. How good is it? Perfect. Well, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are local to this area, or you can get to this area, oh, I honestly, you have to get out here. You have to come up and see it. I can't recommend it highly enough. Even if it's just passing through. Well, really, the only option you've got really is to just pass through these frequented areas, all the campsites, all those little tracks further south, Upper Murray, all that area. It's all just, it's going to be under. So get up through here and see what you can. It's just so visually incredible to see this river up like it is, and who knows when the next time it'll happen will be. Couldn't tell you. If you can't though, I still hope you enjoyed this. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for hanging around. I'm going to finish my cuppa, and I think I'm just going to soak this up for a little bit longer. I have got a couple of trips planned in mind coming up soon. There's a couple of areas that I really want to get to. Get the camera out, get the swag out. So hang tight for them. I'm hoping they'll be coming up in the not too distant future, with the weather starting to, well, I don't know. Today's alright, but we'll see how we go. Been a bit slow, I know, but that's how the cookies crumbled, unfortunately. So until then, thanks again for watching. I'll see you soon on the next one. Ooroo.